Hey friends, on today's episode, I'm going to show you how to take great photos with your phone. Stay tuned. Today I'm going to show you how I crop and straighten my photos, the presets that I use for my photos, which I think are absolute gold, and finally the different angles that I take my pictures from. If you do these things, you're going to be able to take wonderful pictures using your phone as well. So here we go. So I'm going to go over and look at my photos, and I'm going to select a few pictures that I just took this morning to send over to Lightroom. So I'm just going to select a few of them here. I'm going to take like maybe this one, and this one, and this one. So I'm going to select 4 of those and then this other one. And I'm going to put them into Lightroom. Now, Lightroom is a free app. You can pay a small subscription, I think, to some of it, but it's mostly a free app. And when you look at this picture, you can't really see the colors very well. It's crooked. I was really trying hard to get a good photo here. So the very first thing that I do is I straighten my images. And so I go to where it says crop at the bottom, and then I hit straighten. Now, most of the time, Lightroom will straighten it correctly for me, but then sometimes you may have to adjust. Let me go back out of it, and then I'm going to go back to straighten it because I did think that they did a good job, and this looks very straight to me. So I'm going to say okay. So that's always the first thing I do is straighten my photos. The second thing that I do is I take a look at this picture and I think, okay, it really needs to be lighter. So I cannot recommend high enough light and airy presets. These are presets that I've purchased over the years. I've purchased a ton of them, and they load into Lightroom, and this is where you use them. So I go to my presets at the bottom and click on that, and I have all of my presets. So just watch this picture, how it changes according to the different presets that I use. Some are going to give me more color. Some are going to be more washed out. Some are going to be a little brighter. That one's pretty amazing. See how that gets really washed out. So I have probably every preset they've sold because like I'm their ideal customer because I've bought everything that they have and I love them. And I'll have a link down below if you want to check out any of their presets. But I highly, highly recommend them. I've had many pictures be published in magazines, and I've used their presets because of it. So, you know, these are all looking really great, but you can see how they're all a little different. These are cool. Some are dark. Some are vivid. Some are more warm. Some are more popping off the page. And then there's some half powers, which just aren't really doing what I need them to do. I really, and that's too washed out. So I kind of go through these. I don't want black and white, but you could definitely do that. I like that one. That one's a really nice one. Blue skies is always a really nice one. And I think that's the one I'm going to stick with. So I always say yes. And look how beautiful that is. Now it went from this to this. That's what a really good set of presets do for your pictures. And so I simply just take those and I export it to my camera roll, and it's saved there for me to use for anything I need to use them for. But it's really a great photo. Now, if I wanted to go on over here, and let's see if I could find one of the others that I imported. Here's one. So when I take pictures, I try to take all kinds of angles. Some I take up high, some I take straight on, some I take sitting on the ground. I mean, I'm willing to lay on the ground if it needs that. And I do anything I can to take a variety. So if you look through my camera pictures on my phone, you're going to see a gazillion photos of the same chair because I'm always trying to get a good look. Now, I think that this is pretty straightened out because I have these checkered floors. It's probably not going to straighten in the correct way, but let's just see. Well, it wasn't too bad. Sometimes it really takes it off, and that looks pretty good. Now, let's see if any of these presets make a difference because this already looks pretty good. And that's a little too washed out. I do like this true, and if you see the difference that makes, that looks really nice. I also know that Vivid is nice, but you have to use that one with a little bit of care. But one of the other ones that I really love are RC, and RC Pop is always a really nice one, but that may look a little more washed out than what I want it to. So sometimes I look for RC Half Power. And you can just see this little bit of lightening it up makes it look so much better. And this Blue Skies is also really nice. But let me go back because I think maybe the True is going to be my favorite one for this. It still makes that hot pink seat look like hot pink, and this is what it was before, and this is what it is now. It looks like I have a light shining on it. It's going to brighten it up a little bit. And when you're in these, you can also adjust the amount of the preset. So I could take it down a little bit if I wanted to. And I kind of like that maybe a little more. Yeah, I think it just looks a little better. And here you go. Notice my picture of my chair is over to the side a little bit. I do that a lot just for interest. Well, I really hope that this episode has helped you to be able to get some great ideas for how you can make your pictures better and even some of your videos. Anyway, until next time, friends, if you like this episode, please hit that like button below. Leave me some comments if you have some questions, and I will see you next week. Bye-bye, friends.